Assalamu alaikum viewers. I hope you all are doing well. Friends, I am back with my new video. And today we are going to talk about another great personality, about another greatest Muslim preacher, ascetic, religious scholar, philosopher and a mystic from Sistan. So yes friends, today we are going to talk about Chishtii Moinuddin Hassan, also known as Moinuddin Chishtii. Chishtii Moinuddin Hassan, or commonly known as Moinuddin Chishtii, or by the epithet Gharib Nawaz, which means comfort to the poor, or reverently as Sheikh Moinuddin, was a Sunni Muslim preacher, ascetic, religious scholar, philosopher, and a mystic from Sistan, who eventually ended up settling in the Indian subcontinent in the early 13th century, where he promulgated the famous Chishtiya order of Sunni mysticism. The particular tariqa, which means order, became the dominant Islamic spiritual order in medieval India. Most of the Indian Sunni saints are Chishti in their affiliation, including Nizamuddin Awliya and Amir Khusro. Having arrived in Delhi Sultanate during the reign of the Sultan Iltutmish, Moinuddin moved from Delhi to Ajmer shortly thereafter, at which point he became increasingly influenced by the writings of the famous Sunni Hanbali scholar and mystic Abdullah Ansari, whose famous work on the lives of the early Islamic saints, the Tabqatul Sufiya, may have played a role in shaping Moinuddin's worldview. It was during his time in Ajmer that Moinuddin acquired the reputation of being charismatic and compassionate spiritual preacher and teacher. And biographical accounts of his life written after his death report that he received the gifts of many spiritual marvels, which means karamat, such as miraculous travel, clairvoyance, and vision of angels. In these years of his life, Moinuddin seems to have been unanimously regarded as the great saint after his death. Moinuddin Chishti's legacy rests primarily on his having been one of the most outstanding figures in the annals of Islamic mysticism, for having been one of the first major Islamic mystics to formally allow his followers to incorporate the use of music in their devotion, liturgies, and hymns to God, which he did in order to make the foreign Arab faith more relatable to indigenous people who had recently entered the religion. While traveling to Iran in the district of Nishapur, he came across the famous Sunni mystic Khwaja Uthman, who initiated him, accompanying his spiritual guide for over 20 years on the latter's journey from region to region. Moinuddin also continued his own independent spiritual travels during the time period. It was on his independent wandering that Moinuddin encountered many of the most notable Sunni mystics of the era. Arriving in South Asia in the early 13th century along with his cousin and spiritual successor Khwaja Sayyid Fakhruddin Qardezi Chishti, Moinuddin first traveled to Lahore to meditate at the tomb shrine of the famous Sunni mystic and jurist Ali Hajweri. According to the various chronicles, Moinuddin's tolerant and compassionate behavior towards the local populations seemed to have been one of the major reasons behind conversion to Islam at his hand. Moinuddin Chishti is said to have appointed Bakhtiyar Kaki as his spiritual successor, who worked at spreading the Chishtiya in Delhi. Thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Let's meet in another video. Allah Hafiz.